If you're thinking about buying or selling in this market, there's one guy you need to know, and that is Stephen DeLisle with DeLisle Properties. We always talk to him about beautiful properties that make you want to go ahead and give him a call, or if you want to know more about the market and the numbers, he's your guy as well. Stephen, always good to see you. Thank you for having us in today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is the one that I want to write a check on, but we'll introduce him to that in a little bit. It is a dream come true, but let's look at some of the numbers. You always give us some perspective of what the market is doing and some of the things we should be thinking about.
Yeah, so it's helpful to know that these numbers are presented to us by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. And if you look at the new listing slide, it'll show us that we're up 0.5% in new listings on the market this year as opposed to last year. It's also equally helpful to understand that last month we were down 2.1%. So we're back in the positive there, which is a good thing. And then you look at the average price slide, it'll show us that we're up 7.5% here as well. And that really translates to a $10,000 jump in the average price from 30 days ago, which is another big deal to understand that value is continuing to increase. And the average price now is just shy of $394,000. Now the inventory slide will show us we're up 33.4% here also, and that really just translates to 3.5 months. And it's helpful to know if you're a numbers person or if you want more data on this, there's a spreadsheet that comes out every single month that I have access to that you don't and you can't Google. So if you want that information, feel free to reach out to us and I can get you that full spreadsheet.
And I bet there are a lot of numbers people watching this because the market is constantly changing that information that's only available to you and you can get it to them, which is great. Let's talk about this house because I'm in love with everything about this house. So I don't know how long it's going to be on the market, but tell us about this one.
Yeah, so to me, this is one of my most favorite ones we've listed so far for many different reasons. I'll touch on a few highlights that I really like. If you want the full spreadsheet on this one, it's going to be a featured listing on the front page of our website, so feel free to look at that as well. But the address on this one is 36 Village Crest Drive right here in Greenville. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home. This house is absolutely gorgeous. The style of this one is modern meets kind of a European feel. If you can see behind us, everything is very clean, very stark. It has a ton of storage in this house, and new construction, I don't find that a lot. On top of the green energy, so the builder really had green energy and green living in mind when building this property. From the floor to ceiling windows, we don't even really need the lights on in here.
You don't.
Because the amount of outside in feel that you get in this home is amazing. It's pre-wired for EV charging in the garage. You also have a hookup, and it's already pre-wired for a solar panel system on top of the roof, which is flat. So what I like is you don't lose any of the aesthetic feel outside, and yet you still have off-grid abilities in this home. All the bedrooms are upstairs, so you have this big expansive living space that's open to the kitchen, and you've got these huge sliding glass doors that further expand your living space out, which I think is absolutely great.
I mean, I love all that. Everyone's trying to live a little greener, a little cleaner, and so this one will do it. And even the curbside appeal, you look at it, you don't even think that you're in Greenville.
No.
It feels like you're in somewhere. I said it felt very Palm Spring-ish. It has that mid-century modern feel to it.
And this is the only neighborhood that I'm aware of that is this modern feel, an entire neighborhood that's going to be built this way, and there's still lots available as well, but you're right off 85, so you can get anywhere in Greenville within minutes.
Yeah, I love that convenience too, so definitely take advantage of this. You can go to DeLisleProperties.com. It's going to be the featured listing on the front page there. So people are thinking about buying right now, and there's always some pitfalls that they should be avoiding, and you know these like at the back of your hand, but a lot of people at home don't.
So we could talk about this for an hour. I'll touch on some that I hear almost every single day, and the first biggest one is buying within your budget. So I tell this to everybody, I don't care if you can buy $1 million house. Let's not buy the $1 million house. Let's buy below our budget, below our means, and make sure that you can afford that property, but also it helps with our negotiation power. If this is a desirable home, no matter what price point, chances are there's going to be multiple offers. So if we're already at the ceiling, we have nowhere to go. We've already lost. Another thing is you have to be aware of, as a new buyer now, you have due diligence period, which simply means you have the ability to lift the hood, see what the condition of the house is, have a general inspection, have a CL 100 for termites and moisture, look at the roof and the HVAC, make sure it's in the condition you expect it to be, and then also understand the location. So a lot of my out-of-state people, they have no idea what Greer lives like, or downtown Greenville or Simpsonville. So I tell them, go on a scouting report, see if there's too much traffic or too much construction for your liking, where are the amenities. These are all things that are important for how you live, and everybody's different in that way. And then also making sure that you understand what the maintenance is of the property. Like this one is going to live and have maintenance that's going to be very different than grandma's house that was built in the early 1900s that has no insulation under the floors, where this one's capsulated. So understanding those things before you get into a contract and having an agent that will take you through that exercise is going to be important.
That's why we love Stephen DeLisle, because he gives us all that information, things we wouldn't think about, and it helps you make the biggest decision you're probably going to make in your life. It's going to be one of those biggest decisions. They can always go to DeLisleProperties.com to take a look at this listing or any of the other listings you sell all over the upstate, and they can always call you and your team and have that conversation to get started on the buying or selling of their home. So.
Yeah. And some advice I do want to give. I gave a lot of thought to this because you ask at the end of each of these segments. So I really do appreciate that I have the ability to talk directly to my backyard, have everybody that is in my community understand what is really happening in real estate here locally, as opposed to you only having access to the big news stations talking about real estate on a national level, which I think is very important because what happens in Charlotte doesn't happen here and vice versa. But also, if you don't choose to hire us, choose to hire an agent that has the heart of a teacher. So we take the time to understand what your goals are, what your needs are, and game plan before we just throw a sign in the yard or put you in the truck and go show a house. It's really being purposeful about what your needs are and then prescribing to that.
I love that. Great information. Again, if you want to check out this listing or any of the other listings, you can always go to DeLisleProperties.com. Stephen, always good to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thanks so much.
Of course.